ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Mark Talks Football, the England Beta Save. And today we are going to carry on with the England Beta Save, and we are now coming up to the World Cup. In this episode, we're going to be looking at what's been going on since the last time I saw you, since yesterday, and we'll be looking at the World Cup draw plus the first game of the World Cup. And then after that, we will then be going into the World Cup moving forward. So, without further ado, and without further any more what has been going on, a lot has happened. A lot of finals, and a lot of things have gone right. So, let's get into it, shall we? So, as you can see here, since the last time I saw you was about 2 years ago, was the last time I saw you, just under 2 years. In game of what's happened. So after the Belgian final, we then played the European League International Cup, and then we got to the final and we beat Portugal. We beat Germany in a semi-final 3-0. We then got to the final and won 2-0. We then have been unbeaten in 30 games because then we also played the Euro versus the South American team, and we played Argentina and we beat them 3-0 to win another trophy. In the last friendly we played a completely different team. So we had Toby Olawinya in goal, Aarons, Kielman, Levi, Sessegnon, Godfrey, Eze, Drewsbury Hall, all of these type of players. Also, Danny Loader to Reading fans, or Danny Nancio as he is now called, has got 6 caps for us and got 2 goals. He has been very good. He's got a very good record playing for Porto. So I wanted to bring him in to see what he could do. And I tell you what, he's staking a claim here to be in the full squad for the World Cup. Not only that, James Justin, I brought him on in the 62nd minute. You could see him running on for the corner. He comes in outside the box, smashes it when the corner was taken. So we're playing very good football and we're doing very, very well. So, we've won, since the last time I saw you, we have won 2 trophies. We won the International League, the European International League, as it says, is the European International League. And we've also won the European and South American Super Cup. So, we've been on it. We've been doing really well. Everything's going according to plan. For some reason, he doesn't like me, the Luxembourg manager. All right. Cool. So, what we're now going to do is we're now going to do the draw for the World Cup. As you can see here, I've got rid of everybody because I'm making my mind up nearer the time. So we're going to go in ×3, and we're going to look at pot. We're in pot 1. In pot 2, we've got Algeria, Japan, Netherlands, Australia, Cameroon, Uruguay, Nigeria, Morocco, Austria, Norway, Colombia, Germany. Pot 3, Ireland, Ecuador, Malau. I'm going to get that name wrong. Iran, Tunisia, South Korea, Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso are there, Lebanon, Saudi Arabia, New Zealand. I think in pot 1, USA, Mexico, and Canada are in it, as they are the ones hosting the World Cup. So, without further ado, let's just get straight into it and let's see who our World Cup group is going to be. I'm looking forward to this. So, we're going to do in this episode here is we're just going to do the draw, and we're going to do the first game of the tournament. That is it. So, this is very long. I didn't realise how long. There's a fucking shit ton of groups here, isn't there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 groups. 11? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 12. Can't count. 12 groups of 4. A lot more teams are in this World Cup. Spain are at top of Group G. Who's going to be atop of Group H? Brazil. We're top of Group H. Group I is Portugal. You can tell why we're now doing this as one game, because this is going to take. Oh, we're top of Group J. Because this is going to take forever. Senegal and France will be on top of Group L. Here we go. Right, pot 2. This is when shit gets interesting. USA will be accompanied in the group with Japan. History. Canada will be accompanied in their group with Australia. Mexico will be accompanied in their group with Uruguay. Interesting. Italy, who will they be getting? Algeria. Argentina will be having Austria. We are all Austrians. Belgium will be having in their group Cameroon. You imagine if we got Germany. Morocco are going to be facing Espanyol. Brazil will be facing Norway. Erling Haaland versus Neymar, if he's still going. Portugal will be having Nigeria. We can have Germany in our group. And we've got Colombia. History there. A lot of history between England and Colombia. Not very nice games to be a part of, I tell you. And last up, France have got Germany in their group. That's turned into the group of death a little bit. Right, here we go. Third team in Group A is Denmark, USA, Japan, and Denmark. Canada, Australia, and Turkey. If you're going into that group, you've got to think of winning. That's a tough group. Mexico, Uruguay, and Ivory Coast. That's a very tough group. Italy, Algeria, and Paraguay. Isn't Riyad Mahrez Algerian? Argentina, Austria, and Ireland are going to be in that group. Belgium, Cameroon, and who will they be facing? Sweden. 2 European teams in that group. Spain, Morocco, and Ecuador will be in that group. In Group H with Brazil and Norway will be Malaysia. I can't pronounce that name because I'm an idiot. Portugal, Nigeria, and Iran. England, Colombia, and Czech Republic, or Czechia, as they are called. Easy, okay group for us so far. I'm quite happy with that. Not too disappointed. France, Germany, and Tunisia. That's a tough group. Right, and the last teams for each group, Scotland are here. New Zealand are in with USA, Japan, and Denmark. Who will be going with Canada, Australia, and Turkey? It is Ghana. And Mexico, Uruguay, and Ivory Coast will be accompanied by Scotland. Scotland are going to have a very tough task. Italy, Algeria, Paraguay, and Lebanon will be that group. Italy should walk that. Argentina, Australia, Ireland, and Qatar. That should be an easy win for Ireland. Belgium, Cameroon, Sweden, and Peru. I would love us to have Jamaica, because I don't think I've ever played against them in a game. Caraco with Spain, Norway. Didn't see the other one. Brazil, Norway, and Malta have got Saudi Arabia. And Portugal, and Nigeria, and Iran will have Sarami. I don't know. England, Colombia, Czech Republic, and Burkina Faso are in our group. And with Senegal and Netherlands, that's another tough group, will be a Jamaica. And last but no means least, France, Germany, Tunisia, and Syria in their group as well. So let's quickly run through all the groups before we get into the first game. In Group A, we've got USA, Japan, Denmark, New Zealand. Group B, Canada, Australia, Turkey, Ghana. Group C, Mexico, Uruguay, Ivory Coast, and Scotland. In Group D, you've got Italy, Algeria, Paraguay, and Lebanon. In Group E, you've got Argentina, Austria, Ireland, and Qatar. In Group F, you've got Belgium, Cameroon, Sweden, and Peru. In Group G, you've got Spain, Morocco, Ecuador, and Caraco. In Group H, we have Brazil, Norway, Malawi, Saudi Arabia. In Group I, Portugal, Nigeria, Iran, and Syria. In Group J, it is England, Colombia, Czech Republic, and Burkina Faso. And in Group K, we got Senegal, Netherlands, South Korea, and Jamaica. And Group L, we have France, Germany, Tunisia, and Syria. So, these are the groups that will be going into it. And I will see you. Does it tell you who the first game's going to be? No. If I skip forward today, will it tell me who the first game? Yeah, we can do friendlies, but we play. So the game that we're going to be playing in this episode is going to be Czech Republic, and in the next episode it will be Burkina Faso and Colombia. So let's get into the first game, and I will show you the team that we have picked when we get to the first game. Let's go. Right, I am back, and we are here. For fuck's sake. One day, I will actually have a brain, and that will be extremely dangerous. But with that being said, we have played a couple of games since the last time. We've also, since the draw, we've played 3 friendlies. We scored 14 goals in them. We have conceded 5. So, but at the same time, I'm a little bit worried about certain things, but at the same time, I'm not. So, without further ado, let's go over to the screen and I'll show you what friendlies we've done, and then I will show you the team we've picked for the World Cup. So, we played Scotland, Ireland, and Nigeria. We beat Scotland 4-1, beat Ireland 5-2, and beat Nigeria 5-2 as well. Squad. Here is the World Cup squad. Aaron Ramsdale will be our goalkeeper with Reece James, Gay, Colwell, Chilwell. Then the midfield will be Rice, Bellingham, Foden, and then the front 3 will be Saka, Rashford, Kane. Goalkeeper will be Toby and Nick Pope for the bench. The 2 defenders on the bench will be Joe Gomez and Ben White. The right back will be Rico Lewis. The left back will be Tyreek Mitchell. Defensive midfielder will be Kelvin Phillips with James Ward-Prowse and Trent Alexander-Arnold. We also have Harvey Elliott and Jacob Ramsey coming to the World Cup as well. And we also have Raheem Sterling, Michael Elise, Danny Nancio, Loda, and Tammy Abraham. This is the team that's going into it. This is the team that's going to push us forward and what's going to help us hopefully try and win. So this is nearly coming to the end of the beta save. We've got 7 more, including this. There will be 7 episodes up until the full game before that comes out. So, excuse me while I just quickly sort this out. So, with that being said, we've got. So let's just have a look and see what's going on. USA have lost their opening game. Any shocks? Argentina beat Qatar 10-0. Damn. Spain beat that team 7-0. Norway and Brazil obviously are winning. Portugal won, and now Colombia beat Burkina Faso. And Erling Haaland in the first game of the World Cup has got 5 goals. They won 7-0. He got 5 out of the 7. Yep. We've also beaten Norway before, so it's fine. I'm not too worried about that. But with that being said, let's get into it. So this is the team that's going to start out for us for the World Cup. This is the last tournament will be. When we get knocked out or when we're done, that will be the end. And then what it will be is they will build to the main save. And the main save will be a Reading FC save Monday to Thursday. And then Monday to Thursday. And Friday, Saturday, Sunday will be a special episode that we're doing every single week. So we're playing against Czech Republic here. I'm not too worried about this. Let's just keep. How's the fitness of everyone? Not amazing, but it would do. Right. Not too worried about that. Let's just get into it. Right. tried a different way of holding the mic, and now it was irritating me. So I've gone back the old way now. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's do a couple of interviews. If we play to the levels, how important is it to start again? It's very important. How are the players doing with the hotel? From what's seen, everything's fantastic, which it is. We have scored in 20 or consecutive games, or 30 consecutive games, and we are unbeaten in over 30 games. Which means, first game of this tournament, we're going to lose. That's literally how my mind's playing right now. It's like, yeah, we've done really well going all the way, going to finals and winning it. But we'll get here and we'll just blow it. Sounds like the England way, doesn't it? Right, we have 5 minutes in. We're doing all right. If we carry on doing okay, I'm going to bring it up to positive because I want to make sure we play that way during the whole tournament. So I want us to be positive on the front foot, get the ball going, really sort of not dominate teams, but really show teams we're not here for a good time. We're here to win it. And like a normal, like the start of the Euros, there is no highlights. Yep. This is exactly what happened at the Euros at this point. We drew the first game of the Euros 0-0 against Romania. Then we drew the next one 1-1, and then we beat Netherlands in the final round to go through, to then go on to win it. But I tell you what, we're literally doing fuck all. We're having most of the shots, all of the possession, but apart from that, not doing anything. Rashford is having a stinker. So, because he's having a stinker, I'm going to take him off for Raheem. Anyone else having an absolute stinker? Foden and Bellingham are not. Kane is not doing what I want it to, but it's fine. Rashford's going to come off. I'm going to put Raheem on. Hopefully that changed something. Hopefully that helps. Rashford saved us in the last friendly against Nigeria. Yeah, I know we must improve, but we're not fucking doing anything to improve. Right, let's pass it a little bit shorter. Let's higher the tempo. That's fine. Let's go with a bit of a higher line. And nothing changes. We're going to make a sub. So, nothing has changed. Let's bring a set piece guy in. Foden's not having a great game, nor is Bellingham. Let's put James Ward-Prowse for Bellingham. Ben Chilwell can come out for Tyreek Mitchell because Mitchell's played quite well in the build up to the game. I'm going to have you. You haven't got the pace to do that. You might be able to do that role a bit better. Let's go with that for the time being. And we got a throw in here. Reece James, first highlight of the World Cup. James goes down the line, crosses it into Sacco, lets it through, and Foden is there to tap it in. Seems to be, I don't know what happened there, but it sort of just went through a door and it went under people or through people for it to go in. Let's have a look. So Sterling taps it back to James. James is lining up the player, goes down the line, smashes it across, and everyone, it was a tackle, missed it, the keeper misjudged it, and Foden was there late in to tap it in. But that's fine. We'll still make those changes. Praise him now. Also, one thing, Football Manager, if you do stumble across my video, the league tables are not updating quick enough, or they don't update during the match. Here we go. Tyreek Mitchell does it, heads it down to Rice, and Levi Colwell gets an assist. That was a lovely set. Pieces in this game are going to be very, very key, especially from throw-ins. If you can get a good long throw in this game to a player to knock it down to, it is going to be overpowered. That is what I found so far in most of the games where we've done it. It works beautifully. So, Rice can come off for Kelvin. Actually, no, Trent's going to come on. And then Reece James is going to come off for Rico Lewis. And here it comes. I think that's Trent. No, it's Ward-Prowse goal. Oh, that was so close. Sterling and gets cleared over or smacks it over his own player. That was very close. Right, looks like we are going to go into this as winners against Czech Republic. We've dominated the game. Haven't really taken the chances we need to take. Harry Kane is still being a liability in these games, so it's a bit worrying. Saka down the line gets a shot off, but hits the post, doesn't really set it off. But at the same time, Lewis back to Mark Gay. What's Lewis going to do? Swings it back to the back post and Trent's there, heads it to the side, net him. Which I'm happy with. I'm fine with this. I've got to praise you like I should. They're playing with more discipline and cautious. Nice way to try and get into the game. Right, absolutely dominated that. Love that. Right, that is the end of this episode. Thank you guys ever so much for joining me. Let's just quickly. Thanks, Phil. Right, Arrowhead. We're in Kansas for this game. Chiefs. That has been the end of this episode. We will be back tomorrow for Burkina Faso game and Colombia. Colombia is going to be a big game for us, as that will be who will probably finish top. I presume with that. But without further ado, my name's been Mark. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Peace. Can we win the World Cup? I love it if we do.